Hi, my name is Abdi.
Guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm right here with, what's your name, man?
Kosar Mohamed.
Kosar Mohamed. This is something kind of cool I'm trying to do, interview more people, get to know the people who are kind of doing some cool stuff in the community. So, I know that you recently graduated from college.
Yes, UMass Boston.
UMass Boston. Can you tell us a little more about what you studied and what school you went to? UMass Boston, obviously, let me say that.
Yeah, I majored in psychology and political science and minors in human rights and gender studies.
What kind of led you to study that? I understand it's always...
Different reason. For psychology, I was always interested in psychology, but the reason initially I wanted to do political science and international relations, but when I moved to Boston, I was working for a mental health organization, had some Somali clients, and previously coming from Minnesota, I realized the need for Somalians who are psychologists or have a background, because there seems to be like misunderstanding of Somalis, like where they get to be diagnosed with different mental illness based on just cultural differentiation because they can't understand. So that is what took me interest of declaring psychology when I came here. As far as human rights and political science go, I want to work for NGOs on women's rights in Africa. And so I think it's very important to understand like politics of how governments work, as well as having that tool of knowing human rights so you can use it to your advantage to advocate.
Definitely. I like that. So going back to school, you just finished recently, May of this year, 2017. That must be very exciting news to you.
You would think, but I actually have been struggling with anxiety.
Oh, really?
I was really struggling with anxiety because now it's like I decided not to go to graduate school right away. I felt like I was getting...
That's a smart decision, okay.
Yeah, because I was getting really anxious to do things that I want to do, and so going to school and it's like seeing all the things that is happening in the world and things that I want to do is like I really need to get on the field. But then like when school was over, it's like that panic of like where do I start, what do I do, where do I begin? And then the graduate school reached out to me to this new program, conflict resolution, and to apply. And there was funds that they received, and like I really wanted to. I mean, I have up until June 30th to think about.
Like going back to school.
For graduate.
But is that a free ride? Is that what you're getting, like free tuition?
No, but there's some of it. I can get assistance with some of the. There's scholarships and they received a new grant for 3 years. So I don't know.
But you're kind of trying to work first and...
Yeah, because part of me feels like I really need to do the work that I need to do. Like if I have to intern with a nonprofit and things like that, or actually even get a job. So
that's good.
Like,
No, I like that. I mean, one of the things that kind of made me want to do this whole thing, the video thing, was like, speaking to you a couple of weeks ago about even starting your own nonprofit organization. And that is because of the situation that's going on back home in Somalia. Can you tell us a little more about that? What that is?
I honestly have been told to start my own nonprofit, but I always avoid it because simply there are so many out there, and I felt like I should join one, make better, than start one of my own. But the work I've been doing was, in March, I became aware of the severe famine in Somalia. And that was really hard for me. Like, it was just, I was severely depressed, and I feel like I have to do something. And so I knew I had to donate, like, myself and my family members. But the question was, who do we trust, and how can we ensure that the money actually reaches the people? Like, how do I know my penny got there before it gets chipped away?
And that's the question every Somali is asking.
Right, because it's really difficult to have to, and like living in like the refugee camps in Kenya, like some of us know being the receiving end. Like UN pays, they provide all this, but we got what? Barely anything. So it goes through a lot of layers of corruption.
Exactly, and there's always the percentage of. Do you think even? So how do you go a little more about?
So I went to the assistant of. I asked my brother, and my sister, because they have Somali. They were older when we left Somalia. They have people, the connections, the people that I know. Like, please help me find someone that we can trust, that I can like pay them out of my pocket for their troubles of like doing this work for me, but that I know. And it turns out to be my sister and an old friend who was also best friend they connected on Facebook recently.
Yeah. So
She
someone
lives
who's a
in-
friend of your sister.
was also our old neighbor in
Okay.
Somalia.
All right.
Yeah.
And how's that going?
So it was going great. Like so they found each other on Facebook, and having that person, and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to send money, and I want to feed people. I don't care how many people it feeds.
Yeah.
But I want to feed people, and so I want you to do it, and I'll pay you for your troubles and cost of transportation.
Yeah, I remember used to seeing you at school. You used to do a lot of giving people handouts and all that just to make a donation.
To
So
do the
that's how you
donation.
were getting.
The first donation, it was online. So my friend Prince I told him what was going on, and I told him I was going to donate, and he said, "Why don't you make online?" And I said, "People are not going to donate. I'm not going to do it." Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just do me and my family. That's it. I'll send my savings.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, you can't speak for people. You have to trust people." So we set up the You Caring page, and we were able to collect $1,100.
All right, $1,100.
$1,100.
Okay,
I think it was actually $1,160.
Yeah.
So that was that, and that was like a start, and it was really great. And then the UNICEF Club at UMass Boston, in support of us, me and Prince, decided to do Week of Refugee, and we're going to cover 5 countries facing crisis. Yeah. And so Iraq, Yemen, Somalia, and Syria. Congo, and Syria. Yeah. And then the donation for that week was going to go to Somalia. And so, yes, we were doing henna. We have people donate online. Give raffle, things like that, and we raised about almost 300 that week.
1 week, okay.
That week.
Yeah, that's good.
But still better than nothing,
Yeah, and that's definitely hard on money, not like
right, because we do, and like right now, this weekend I have a project where I'm doing crafts that I want on the upcoming event for Eid, the after Eid celebration that we're doing. Right. That I will be raffling and selling, and hopefully people will buy. Yeah. And that also go to the donation. So it's not like I'm just asking people. I'm also doing my part. I'm literally going to sit tonight and draw. Yeah. And it's going to take time.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to that. When is that? I mean, I don't know if this video is going to reach people by that time, but hopefully if I edit it, it'll reach that way. So can you tell people when that is and what that's
So it depends on what day the Eid falls, right? So
the 20th is mostly Sunday, right?
If it's Sunday, then the event's going to be Monday. It's the day after Eid. Yeah. So in the flyer, I kind of left that gap, whatever the day Eid is, the following day. Okay. So right now, we were going to have it at a park, the park King Street near the masjid. Yeah. But some of the community are saying they want it inside. A hall. Okay. So then the question was that needs to be paid for. So if you guys are willing to put it together to rent the place, then sure. So, but we still not solid on the location.
And who you working with this one?
Yasmin.
Shout out to Yasmin.
Ahmed.
She also goes to UMass.
Yes, she also goes to psych major too.
Psych major too. Is that a thing for? I don't mean to get out of topic. Is that a thing for?
Don't say women. Don't be sexist.
I'm not being sexist, but when you think about it, girls are studying psychology, biology, and it feels in the
to help because we want to help, right? Because for me, the work that I want to do with women, I never really connected to psychology, and then boom, last year it hit me. It was I want to work with women who are traumatized, right? Yeah. And if I wanted to work with women who are traumatized, it's perfectly fine, because people always ask me, why did you choose this combination? And I chose them based on interest, but when I thought about it, it actually works together. I'm going to be working girls subjected to early marriage, subjected to rape, and all that kind of stuff. And yes, it's better, especially taking trauma classes and for me to understand that. So it's very important.
Yeah, that's definitely needed.
Guys are in Boston, do show up to the event, and we're merging it because we were gonna have, so this is a Boston Youth and Parent Association, which was started by Yasmin, right? So the event for she was doing her event, and then I was gonna do after Eid potluck to do my fundraiser and my awareness for mine. And then we decided, it'll be much easier if we just merge the two together. And so in her part, there's going to be dance, there's going to be performances, there's going to be skit and open dialogue. And then for my part, there's going to be networking and raising awareness. And it's all taken in one space. So you can literally talk to so many multiple people and you can learn so many different things and have fun at the same time.
Exactly. Is raising awareness still for
women in Somalia, women and children in Somalia? Women. Yeah, we're not excluding the men, because I know how that sounds when we say women and children. Yeah. But women hold things together, and they're the one who take care of the children. And so when you think about hunger, it's the mother who would go hungry to make sure that her husband, her children ate. So
no, I understand that. So I mean, I understand that a lot of people, the whole family thing was, a lot popular like a couple of months ago. Do you think people are kind of giving up on that now? They think people got support.
Yes. And the funny thing is, like, when what's his name? I cannot pronounce his name right. Carbonic, Colin Carp.
Oh, the football player.
Yes, I was aware that before he was aware. We already started our fundraiser before he became into the spotlight in helping Somalia. Yeah. And what happens is, like, now you have a flood, and don't forget, the corruption doesn't end there. The flood of food are going there. My mom told me she heard in the Somali news that those food, some of them are in the market, people selling them, right? Wow. So it's like the same thing that happened in the refugee camps. Yeah. What happens?
So the year before that,
so the people in charge are, there's layers of like hierarchy of people that anything has to go through.
Exactly.
So for me, I'm focusing of just getting this one person because it's like my hand to her hand to the people's hand, and I want her to document what she did.
Right.
So people like kind of relaxed it, and people feel less guilty when we pay. It's like, okay, I made my part, and now it's taken care. The crisis is over, but the crisis is not over. Yeah. Rain is coming is wonderful, but because when the rain comes, then we get the whole stomach infection because of the dead animals getting into the water because no time to bury them.
So you're saying that we have more responsibility
to keep
more responsibility than just paying $1. Because a lot of us, we just we donate, but we're like, oh, I did my part, not just
right. And I think what I'm not mentioning, I forgot, is I literally want to create like a sort of like a food bank, like a haven. So I'm trying to build rent a space to store food, so that even when there was no famine, there were women and children on the street. There's a lot of, I don't know if you watch Somali news, a lot of children on the streets that are orphans, that don't have parents, that are hungry. Yeah. So a place where women and children can go and get food. Are we going to have a food kitchen in the future? Hopefully, maybe. But right now, it seems to be risky. So we just want to store food that when there is a crisis or the family is in need, they can have access to food.
Definitely.
So I have to do something in like ongoing basis. I'm meeting Somali businesses and making deals with them. Like we have the monthly networking event that we call them Somali Mastermind. Okay. And the purpose of that is really bringing the Somali community to talk about Somali issues and like hear everybody what they have to say. And the first time we did that, we already got like some great ideas of what we should do with the money we had.
Right.
So we want people to come, put their ideas together, bring their networks, who they know. Yeah. And then the restaurant, the deal that we made was like, we're going to hold our meeting here. It's a Somali business, so we want to bring business to them.
Exactly.
People are there. So whatever they eat, you donate 10% of that plate.
Right.
Or whatever the food they buy.
Yes.
For our meeting.
Okay. Yeah.
Just for our meeting
also,
that
the
month.
people that you bring to them. Okay.
Right. So like when we met at Suya and we had, so it's like saying like, I'm bringing you business because I'm bringing these people here and I want you to donate 10% of their plate.
That's good.
To the women and Somali children. So to add to the...
Yeah, that's a win-win for both parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one question I didn't ask was that you started a nonprofit. Is it an existing nonprofit?
No, it's not really. It's not. It hasn't been one because I'm still in that. I think that if I have to do this continuously, I might have to make it a nonprofit and have a name.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure.
What is it now? Is it like something two friends are doing to kind of benefit out? Okay.
Pretty much that's what it is right now.
That's good.
But I think to get to be recognized and be legitimate, there's a nonprofit organization here in Boston that that attended our first meeting. It seems to be inactive, and I was wondering, like, since that exists, should I just remerge with them and kind of like change?
Okay.
But I don't know. It's something I'm still thinking about.
That's good. All right. So let's summarize down everything that we kind of talked about.
Sure.
So you graduated school.
Yes.
2017, May of this year.
Yeah.
And the goal is what after school? Sort of work for a nonprofit organization or between?
Yes. So I was supposed to go this summer to Africa.
Yeah.
It was actually June 13th.
The reason was going to Africa?
I was going to do a 3-week service in Cape Verde.
Okay.
And then I was going to go to Tanzania and work with a nonprofit women's organization in the rural area.
Yeah.
And so all that got changed. And it seems like I'm going to be here for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So right now I'm just contemplating of getting a new job. I was thinking of going back to real estate and doing real estate.
Yeah.
depending on how the market is. Like right now, money is the focus, unfortunately, and it's really hard for me because I don't like to think money, but I have to think money for things that I want to do.
Definitely, like money's changing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So like the job is like, should I apply for nonprofit or should I apply for like the real estate aspect, like also like property management?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, but after a year, I'm certainly would like to be like mostly in East Africa working.
That's good. I like that. Well, thank you for taking part in this. Thank you guys for watching. Adios.
Thanks for the opportunity.